Today on Brewing Around the Realm, it's time to experiment. I'm going to brew up a 1 gallon batch of American Pale Ale using Pilsner malt and Northern Brewer hops. I've got our water heating up. Let's get started. Today's recipe includes Pilsner malt. I've got a 10-pound bag here. It's already been milled, saves us a lot of time. Here we're going to use 3 pounds of Pilsner malt today. I have a half an ounce bag of Northern Brewer hops. I had some WB06 yeast that I wanted to use. And as usual, we got whorl flock, some gypsum, and yeast nutrient. Let's get started. I'm ready to mash and we're ready to go. Alright, I've got the cooler heated up here. Put a gallon of boiling water to make sure this was hot. I'm going to dump this out. Alright, I'm going to replace that with a gallon of strike water at 166.4. I got the bag in there, so I'm going to dump in our 3 pounds of grain. And mix it up real good, make sure it gets all in there. Well, that took some doing. I'd end up taking the liquid out of here and heat it up in the microwave to get it up to the right temperature. And finally got something that's at 151.8. Alright, got to do the conversion test here and see if we're good. Alright, so because I'm dealing with a small volume of water, I'm just going to sparge right in the bucket, or in the mash tun here, and dump this in. And then I'm going to swirl this around. Try and rinse this really good. So we're good to go here. Let's get this drained into our brew pot. Alright, so our pre-boil gravity was 1031. This needs to be at about 1055. So it'll boil over a gallon off of this over the course of an hour. So that should come close to where we want to be. So there's about 30 minutes left here. I'm going to throw in another 0.15 ounces of Northern Brewer hops. And I didn't mention it before, but right when the wort started to boil, I added a 1/4 teaspoon of gypsum, and I had put in 0.15 ounces of Northern Brewer hops for first wort when I transferred the wort into the kettle. So I was trusting Brewger to give me the right volumes when I plugged all the information in for a brew day, and it turns out it gave me the wrong information. It told me to use 3 gallons of water for sparge, and I really only needed 2.25. So I have about 10 or 11 minutes left in the boil time, but I need to reduce this still and take another extra 3/4 of a gallon of water out of this. So I'm going to wait to do our last 0.2 ounces of hops until this is boiled down some more, which I'm guessing is going to take at least another half an hour to 45 minutes. So, hey, sometimes you do the wrong thing and think you're trusting a program, but it happens. Alright, so that took almost an hour to get down to just over 1.2 gallons, which is where I needed it to be. So 15 minutes left here to our 2-hour boil time. I'm going to add a whorl flock and just over a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. And goes the last 0.2 ounces of hops. Alright, so I'm going to get our final reading here. A Brix reading of 14.9 gives us 1058, which is right on target. Our original target gravity was 1055, so I'm really happy with this. I've learned quite a bit. This is still a little warm to pitch our yeast, but that's it. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and leave a comment if you have questions. We'll be back. Watch out for the tasting video for this in a couple of weeks, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Happy brewing. Bye.